Finnish education system. The Finnish education system consists of early childhood education and care, pre-primary basic and general upper secondary education, vocational education, and training and higher education. Compulsory education applies to all 6 to 18 years old. It includes pre-primary, primary, lower secondary, and upper secondary education. After 9 years of basic education, there is general upper secondary or vocational upper secondary education and training. General upper secondary lead to matriculation examination and vocational to vocational qualification. The Finnish higher education system comprises universities and universities of applied sciences. Universities engage both in education and research and have the right to award doctorates. Universities of applied sciences are multi-field institutions of professional higher education. Universities of applied sciences engage in applied research and development. Study courses are qualified according to the workload required. 1 year of full-time study is equivalent to 1,600 hours of student work on average and is defined as 60 credits. The credit system complies with the European Credit Transfer and Accumulation System or ECTS.
Curriculum. National Core Curriculum for Primary and Lower Secondary Basic Education. The National Core Curriculum provides a uniform foundation for local curricula, thus enhancing equality in education throughout the country. The curricula of each municipality and school steer instruction and schoolwork in more detail, taking local needs and perspectives into consideration. The National Core Curriculum is mostly comprised of the objectives and contents described for different subjects, which are connected to the description of the policies on underlying values, conception of learning and school culture. Goal: to secure the necessary knowledge and skills as well as encourage learning. Curriculum reform is intended to ensure that the knowledge and skills of Finnish children and youth will remain strong in the future, both nationally and internationally. Renewing subjects. The National Core Curriculum is still based on the subject specified in the Basic Education Act for all grades. Subjects studied in basic education are mother tongue and literature, second national language, foreign languages, mathematics, environmental studies, biology, geography, physics, chemistry, health education, religion, ethics, history, social studies, music, visual arts, craft, physical education, home economics, and guidance counseling. Transversal competence. The aims of transversal competence are specified in the National Core Curriculum. Education providers are able to further define them according to their individual areas of emphasis. Transversal competence are always taught, studied, and assessed as part of the different subjects. Multidisciplinary learning module. Each school year, every school must have at least one clearly defined theme, project or course that combines the content of different subjects and deals with selected theme from the perspective of several subjects. These are called multidisciplinary learning modules. Schools plan and implement the multidisciplinary learning modules, and the topics and duration may vary based on local needs and interests. Pupils participate in planning the modules. The assessment of learning is based on the objectives of the different subjects.
Facilities and resources. Every pupil is allocated a place in a nearby school, but they can also choose another school with some restrictions. All schools follow a national core curriculum which includes objectives and core contents of different subjects. The education providers, most often municipalities as the local education authorities, and the school themselves draw up their own curricula within the framework of the national core curriculum. The guidelines of developing school culture are specified in the National Core Curriculum. The goal is to build a school culture that promotes learning, interaction, participation, well-being, and a sustainable way of living. The principles that guide the development of the school culture emphasize the school as a learning community. In addition, an aim to ensure the well-being and safety of every pupil. Schools must provide opportunities for experimentation, exploration, active learning, physical activity, and play. Cultural diversity and language awareness are also key principles that guide the development of the school culture. The use of various languages in the school's daily life is seen as natural and languages are appreciated. Finland is known as one of the Europe's most modern, most innovative countries, and with its world-renewed education system, it has become a popular destination for international students in recent years. Many Finnish universities enjoy a pristine academic reputation. First and foremost is the University of Helsinki, the country's oldest and largest university, closely followed by Aalto University, which is also located in Helsinki.
Teacher states, according to Ministry of Education Culture, MEC, 90% of teachers in Finland are satisfied with their work, and 92% say positive aspects of their job outweigh the negative ones. Finnish teachers are supportive. Finnish teachers believe in equity and encouragement, individual support, strengthening the pupil's thinking skills, developing the pupil self-confidence and tolerance. Teacher of Vocational Studies, Masters, Bachelor's, plus Work Experience, plus Pedagogical Studies of 60 ECTS 1 year. Principles: Teacher Education plus Certificate in Educational Administrations. Teacher training institutions can select heavily intake into Teacher Education 2022. Percent of those who apply. Class Teacher Education 16%. Subject Teacher Education 10% to 53%. Vocational Teacher Education 38%. Teacher and Principal salaries in Finland. Permanent contract. Average actual gross salaries per month 2018. €3,200. Thank you for listening.
That's the end of our presentation. I am Elmi Eugene Soron Palermo.
I am Irene Mama.